Hey, it's Will Wofford with Berkshire Hathaway York Simpson Underwood Realty, and today I'd like to take you on a tour of Southeast Raleigh. We'll be visiting Longview Acres, Eagle Chase, Sunnybrook Estates, Riverbrook, and Providence. These are some pretty popular neighborhoods in a pretty large geographical area. So if you have an interest in Southeast Raleigh, why don't you come on and take a ride with me, and I'll explain each of the neighborhoods. All right, we're going to start our tour today with Long Acres. And Long Acres is right off Pool Road, which is just behind Raleigh Country Club. So this location is probably the most central of all the places we'll visit today. The neighborhood is exclusively detached homes, and there are 96 homes with a 48% owner occupancy. There have been 9 sales in the last 2 years. So turnover on an annual basis is just under 5%. There were no new construction homes in the neighborhood, and the closed sale prices range from $75,000 to $285,000, with a median price of $195,000. The median build time was 1955. There is city water and sewer with no HOA, and the typical lot size is 1/4 of an acre. All right, moving on to Eagle Chase, which is just off Pool Road. This is a location that's really convenient to downtown. It's a larger area, and there are 382 homes in the neighborhood. They're all detached homes, and there are no townhomes here. 314 of them are owner occupied, or 82%, and there were 17 homes sold in the last 12 months and 36 in the last 24 months, which puts turnover at just under 5% on an annual basis. The current schools that are assigned for this neighborhood are Carnage Elementary, Barwell Middle, and Garner or Enlow for high school. You always need to check the Wake County School website and use their address lookup function to confirm the schools for the current school year and the following year if schools are important to you in your purchase. The properties in this neighborhood range in size from 1,165 square feet to just under 2,200 square feet, with a median size of 1,600 square feet. While prices in the neighborhood have ranged from $168,000 to $250,000, with a median price of $214,000. The properties in this neighborhood were typically built between 1986 and 1997, with a median build time of 1989. There is city water and sewer, and the HOA fee is between $85 and $150 on an annual basis. And the lots out here are pretty nice at 0.3 of an acre. I like this area because it's convenient to downtown, and you get a lot for your money out here. Not to mention, it's really off the 440 Beltline, which makes it easy to access the rest of Raleigh. So I think you've got a lot of options from this location. In the subdivision, well, it's pretty spread out. And if you look at the neighborhood on a map, it has an interesting shape, and the homes, they're not all located together in one solid mass, so it's a bit confusing. But it is a fairly large neighborhood, and you don't see too many cars parked on the street as you do with other areas, so there's plenty of parking, and the driveways, they're big enough. All right, as we move on, our next stop is Sunnybrook Estates. And Sunnybrook is a medium-sized neighborhood that has both townhomes and detached homes. There are 301 homes in the neighborhood with an 80% owner occupancy. There were 16 sales in the last 12 months and 29 in the last 24 months for an annualized turnover of 4.8%. So with turnover being pretty consistent at just under 5%, this is a neighborhood where you just might find the home you want at the price you want, but you'll need to be prepared to move quickly with your financing in order if you see it. The sales in the neighborhood are almost a 50-50 split between townhomes and detached homes. The townhomes generally range in size between 1,450 and 1,720 square feet, and the typical or median size is 1,570 square feet for 3 to 4 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. The townhomes are typically priced between $153,000 and $202,000 with a median price of $182,000. The detached homes in the neighborhood range in size from just under 2,000 square feet to around 2,350 square feet with a median size of just under 2,200 square feet. The prices for the detached homes range from $230,000 to $261,000 with a median price of just under $250,000. All the homes in the neighborhood were built between 2005 and 2016 with a median build time of 2008. There is city water and sewer available, and the HOA is $180 annually for the detached homes and $70 per month for the townhomes. The typical lot size for the detached homes is around 0.15 of an acre. And the assigned schools for the neighborhood are currently Walnut Creek Elementary, Westlake Middle, and Southeast Raleigh High School. Of course, you always need to check with the Wake County Public School website using their address lookup function to confirm your schools for the current school year and the following year if schools are an important part of your purchasing decision. This location is convenient to downtown because it's right off Rock Quarry Road, which is right off Sunnybrook Road. So you're really close to Walnut Creek Amphitheater at this location. In fact, you might actually be able to hear some of the concerts at the amphitheater. All right, our next stop is Riverbrook. And Riverbrook is a pretty large area with 463 detached homes in the neighborhood. Owner occupancy is around 80%, with 15 sales in the last 12 months and 36 sales in the last 24 months. So turnover is just under 4% on a 2-year annualized basis. There were no new construction sales or townhomes in this neighborhood, and homes range in size from 1,122 square feet to 3,000 square feet with a median size of 1,750 square feet. Prices in the neighborhood range from $160,000 to $243,000 with a median price of $215,000. And these properties were built between 1998 and 2008 with a median build time of 2001. There is city water and sewer, and the HOA is between $115 and $230 on an annual basis. Your typical lot size is 0.18 of an acre in this neighborhood. And the current assigned schools for the neighborhood are Walnut Creek Elementary, Westlake Middle, and Southeast Raleigh High School. But make sure you verify the schools on the Wake County Public School lookup site if schools are important to you. All in all, I think this location is convenient to downtown as well as Garner and you seem to get a lot for your money in this neighborhood. All right, moving on to the Providence Subdivision, which will be our final stop. This is another medium-sized subdivision with 226 homes in the neighborhood and an assortment of detached and attached homes with an 88% owner occupancy. There were 23 sales in the last 12 months and 33 sales in the last 24 months, so turnover on a 2-year annualized basis is 7.5%, but in the last 12 months, turnover has been 10%. So sales are pretty hot here and seem to be picking up. With turnover at these levels, finding a home that meets your criteria shouldn't be a problem here if this is an area that's of interest to you. Townhome sales in Providence currently represent 34% of the sales and range in size from 1,330 to 1,700 square feet with a median size of 1,600 square feet and prices that range from $165,000 to $204,000 with a median price of $197,000. The detached homes, on the other hand, represent 66% of the sales, and these properties range in size from 1,700 square feet to just over 3,400 square feet with a median size of 2,375 square feet. The prices for the detached homes have ranged from $197,000 to $317,000 with a median price of $253,000. All the properties in this neighborhood were built between 2007 and 2016 with a median build time of 2013. There is city water and sewer, and the HOA for the townhomes is $70 per month, and for the detached homes it's typically $80 per quarter. The lot size for the detached homes is typically about 0.15 of an acre. And your assigned schools for the neighborhood are Walnut Creek Elementary, Carnage Middle, and Southeast Raleigh High School. So again, if the assigned schools are an important part of your purchasing decision, I recommend that you go to the Wake County School website and use their address lookup function to confirm the schools. So this location is really just down Rock Quarry Road from the Riverbrook neighborhood and just after we cross the I-40 Beltline. So this location is convenient to downtown and Garner as well, but a little further out than the other neighborhoods we visited. All in all though, this seems to be another neighborhood where you get a lot for your money in Raleigh. Hey, it's Will Wofford again with Berkshire Hathaway York Simpson Underwood Realty. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed my tour of Southeast Raleigh. If you have any questions about any of the neighborhoods on the video or any areas in Raleigh, please feel free to reach out to me and I'd be glad to help you. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And thanks so much for watching.